You're listening to Redvolution Rampage. I'm Omar.
And I'm Zach.
Tonight, missing are the Carolina Hurricanes from a year ago. Replacing them are a team of go-getters, goal scorers, and producers. Whatever ever happened to the team from last year, we may never know.
And we may never want to find out.
More after this.
Here on Redvolution Rampage Podcast.
What did Ron Benmore do to this team?
Oh, man. What hasn't he done? This team, so far in the preseason, is almost a complete flip of the style and the overall play at all. Like the toughness, the speed, the character, the team as a whole. It is completely flip-flop from last year, and it all begins from Rod.
It really has. I mean, he's currently the only undefeated head coach in the league, and we're 3 games deep in the preseason.
3 games deep, 15 goals scored, 3 against. It's amazing how this team looks right now. But then again, it is still the preseason. Teams are still trying to figure out what they're going to do. But I'm loving the direction we're going.
It's not just a direction. It's an emphasis. It's a. I don't know what he's told them, but everyone wants to produce. Everyone from the top down looks amazing. Let's take it one piece at a time, right? First thing he did was and we called this last episode, right? He put Justin Williams as the captain.
And not only did Justin become captain, the guy literally called to the fans and said, "Hey, I'm captain. If you guys want to see on your jerseys, it better be my jersey, and I'll pay for it."
I think it's an excellent step forward in connecting the players to the fans. And we haven't been bad at this. As far as connections between the players and the fans, there has been a lot in the recent years. Ever since Dunn took over, the fan tunnels, everything. Outside collecting donations before the last 2 home games.
You don't need to tell me about that. I've been out there the whole time. The donations pour in almost every day. I'm making an estimate right now. We're going to have about 3 to 4 semi-trucks worth of stuff. Like, the amount that has poured in is amazing to see.
Carolinians take care of each other, don't we?
It is one Carolina, just like the Panthers say.
So here's what's interesting, right? So you've had all this development, and then they go on the ice, and they also produce. And it's production coming in from all corners of life. Like we're having a hard time figuring out who we should send down to Charlotte because everyone's freaking producing.
Yeah, everyone is producing. They've already sent down their first batch. It was 8 players that are already sent to Charlotte for their camp. Some notables: Josh Wesley, Cliff Poo, who we got for the Skinner trade, and Sarla. He is also going down. He had a decent game.
He did. I mean, him and Cliff Poo. I mean, I was not disappointed with Cliff Poo's performance. Do I think he still needs to get set down? Yes, definitely. Cliff Poo's nowhere near ready for NHL. He needs to bulk up a little bit. He needs some size, right? He's got the ability. Now let's give him some size, and that size will roughly translate to a little bit more gritty play. And that's exactly what the new head coach wants. He wants more gritty play. We've seen it.
We have seen it in spades.
Game 1, Tampa Bay's veterans were having a tough time handling the rookies because they were just getting pushed around.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the games, because there was a bit of a issue with the games where they weren't on TV, but you could listen to. The first one you couldn't even listen to on the radio. It was just a live stream because of Tampa.
You could listen to it on the radio. So you didn't listen to the same live stream. There was a delay because it was John Forsland and Trip Tracy on 99 The Fan versus the actual footage coming in from Tampa Bay's stream, which was delayed because it went from Tampa to Carolina, and then it was streamed out of Carolina's website. That being said,
we liked ours better.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to Tampa Bay, but whoever was calling that game, someone put some spicy mustard in his. I don't know what was happening because the man had no heart, and it was saddening. I had to turn down his audio and turn up John Forsland.
I believe it was Chip Alexander from the News and Observer that we retweeted, but he literally said that he turned off the audio of the live stream and put on John and Tripp to go over top of it, and I'm like, that was the perfect decision, because I did that about halfway through the second period. It was so much better.
Yeah, even though it's like, okay, I hear John Forsland call a goal, and then I'm like, it's coming, and I'm watching it on the stream. And it's not only just John Forsland, it makes it so much better. It's that whole being able to listen to clear audio that's smooth like jazz.
It really is. EA Sports, hey, we still need some John Forsland in NHL. Let's go. We need it.
Seriously.
But with the production on the ice, we have 15 goals, and they've been spread out. The two guys that we got from the Hannafin-Lindholm trade, Dougie Hamilton, Ferland, they have both scored already. Can we talk
about Dougie Hamilton's goal?
Dougie Hamilton.
Because Dougie Hamilton collected his rebound from like 8 feet away, away from the blue.
It was all the way near the board, and he rocketed that thing into the top corner.
He got that back, and he just put it past. Can we talk about how we're not just scoring goals against backup goalies? We're scoring against our starters. We scored against both the Tampa against
Vasilevsky and Holtby from the Washington Capitals, and with Vasilevsky from Tampa, they had most of their starters. They had Stamkos. They had all their main guys pretty much there. They were maybe missing 2 or 3.
They should have stomped us, and no one would have given it any thought. But the question becomes: was there an effort on their behalf? Right? Is this us really truly stomping the veterans of Tampa Bay with our rookies, or is it the veterans going, "Well, we got nothing to prove. We'll just go out there and kind of skid around for a bit"?
Well, even our veterans, they're going out there going. There were a few that were there for that first Tampa game, and they were out there with a fire trying to prove that they belonged. If you want to talk about a veteran that's been flip-flopping between Charlotte and Carolina, Warren Fogle, this dude, his entire preseason, he's been busting his butt, and he does not want to leave. Even Minter, our boy Wade Minter, he stated on Twitter the way he's playing is absolutely amazing.
I mean, not just Hammer's killing it. Everyone's killing it. I mean, Justin Williams in the second game, he proved that he belongs to this. He belongs to him. He proved that. He has been feeding the puck. He had 3 assists that day, earning him the first start of the game. And he's just been feeding the puck to the guys. And that first goal, who did he give it to? It was...
the first goal was to... Oh, man, the names of these players... The first goal in Tampa was to, I believe it was Tchaikovsky.
The first goal at home.
The first goal at home?
Yeah. The one that Williams kind of tipped it over and he fed it to him because he saw him on the far side of the
that was
goal.
Kukkonen on the power play.
Yeah, Kukkonen, yeah. I mean, Kukkonen's killing it as well, but Williams really earning that leadership role. Who else has scored? Jordan Stahl scored.
Stahl, Slavin.
Slavin has scored.
Ferland, Gutierrez, Svechkov, he scored a few. Zykov, the big boy up front, scored a few.
Yeah, Justin Falk has scored. No, he hasn't scored, but he's
got an assist.
He's got an assist that, I mean, it would have won in even if
Nikas has 2,
because it was Nikas who tipped in that goal.
Yeah,
but even if Nikas didn't tip it in, it still would have gotten in.
Yeah, Falk looks a lot better from last year. He has that fire again to get to the open pucks in the corner, to be that aggressive defenseman that we've been looking for. He's not sitting back and waiting for that 2-on-1 situation. He sees that puck's coming. He's going after it.
And I think it goes back to what I was saying before, is that Hulk last year, he wasn't 100% health-wise. And I think this year he is. And all that time off has really helped. And now that he's going back to coaching with Ron Brindamore and being coached by Ron Brindamore and getting more of that grit that he's been known for, and it's really been helping.
It really has. And going back to what a lot of NHL experts are saying, there are 3 key points for the Hurricanes, and we're going to go through them one by one. Number 1 is who's going to score. And right now, we really don't know. It's been a wide market.
Everyone.
It should be everyone. That'd be great. But right now, it's a wide market. We have so many different people scoring. And one of our favorite phrases that us, Red Eye Rowdies, our boys up in section 328, we've been saying for years, good things happen when you put traffic in front of the net.
And there has been a lot of traffic in front of the net.
And that's literally one thing that Rob Brendamore has been doing in practice. If you ever make it out to a public practice, one of the drills they literally have for almost 20, 30 minutes is a tip drill right in front of the net. And almost every other drill they have involves people trying to get in front of the net, trying to get into a certain position, shooting it from the slot.
And it's been paying off dividends already.
Yeah.
And the thing is, last year they didn't do that. They didn't buzz the goalie. This year, I mean, that's what I'm going to call it. They're buzzing the goalie. They're buzzing the goalie.
I mean, Holtby last night, if you haven't seen
he got annoyed. He
got super annoyed.
He started pushing and shoving. I mean, that's what we want. Because when he's busy pushing and shoving, guess what's happened? His eyes off the puck.
Yeah, and I'm like, good. And this is after he scored 3 goals.
You can't do that. That's annoying. You can't do that. So rude.
So rude. Yeah, you are so right. But that was after we scored 3 goals in the first period.
In literally, what was it, like 10 minutes?
It was something like that.
It was ridiculous. The score was 3-1 with like 12 minutes left in the first or something like that.
It was something like that, but I'm amazed at how well we're doing with defense. Our defensemen, yes, we are we're very veteran, we're very experienced, but we do have some young guys there that are still learning.
Even the young guys, so let's talk about the first game, right? When Nedeljkovic came into the game, right?
Yeah.
He didn't see a shot for
a good 10, 15 minutes.
I mean, that time he could have finished a good book, listened to a good segment to our podcast. I mean, he could have gotten some
Come on, Ned. You know you want to listen to us. You like one of Omar's tweets. You know you watch us.
He does. He listens. We love you, Ned. Anyways.
The next thing on the list, second one, was the big question mark, which was goalies. And right now, they are actually doing pretty dang well. Out of our 2 starting goalies, which are Mrazek and Darling, 1 goal in 3 games, and that was to Mrazek. The 1 goal was to Mrazek last night.
Let's say 1 goal in a game and a half, because that's the total they've played. And so Mrazek has led in basically, and he's played, all the time total is about 1 game, about 60 minutes of ice time, and in that time,
and 1 goal.
He was only let in 1 goal. And then what's incredible is if you've seen Darling, the time he's been putting into the gym is paying off. Man looks slimmer, slicker. He's faster to the puck. He's smoother on the ice. Mrazek can skate like the wind as it is, and he's also quick to the puck. I mean, those are our starters. Now let's talk about Ned and
Booth.
I
knew that was coming.
Booth has been amazing as well. I mean, he's let in 1 of the goals, but I mean,
hey, you can't blame him for 1.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, he's made amazing stops. I mean, if you want to, attack someone's goalies, attack the other guys. Attack Holtby. How many did he let in?
He let in, I believe, 4 before they changed goalies, if they even did.
Remember, it was the 5th goal was an empty netter.
Yeah,
I mean, he's at least let in 3, and that's Holtby. That's their starting that's their
Stanley Cup winning goalie.
Yeah, that's their go-to guy. Now the question is, are they regretting letting go of Gauthier?
Oh, that is a good question. Hey, Colorado, you got a good one. Yeah, our goaltenders are looking very, very, very good so far. Now it's a matter of once we get into the real games, can they keep it up?
Matter, right? When
and we'll find that out very soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon. How many days are left?
October 4th is starting day, and I think we only have 2, maybe 3 more preseason games before that.
It's like 12 days as of the recording of this podcast. So by the time we get it up, it's probably going to be like
10, 9, maybe
single digits. Maybe.
Either way, by the time this podcast is up, it'll be very, very, very close, and we will be very excited because Caniac Carnival time.
Yeah, Caniac Carnival will be the upcoming weekend, and most of Redvolution Rampage.
Free game.
And the Red Eye Rowdies will be out there doing our thing. So if you see us out there, we should be having our scarves.
Yes.
Scarves should be coming in.
They should be coming in on Tuesday, I believe is what they said.
And if you would like a heavy metal hockey scarf for the Red Eyed Rowdies, find us on Twitter. You can find Red Eyed Rowdies on Twitter. They're on Facebook as well. If you go to the Redvolution Rampage pages, we'll have links to them as well. So Redvolution Rampage now has its own website.
Yeah.
It's also kind of integrated into the Red Eye Rowdy website. Link to it's kind of hosted by Libsyn, our host for this podcast that we pay a lot of money to.
Yeah, we got a lot of good events, announcements, things that are just generally going awesome for this podcast. We had a lot of new followers on Twitter. If you guys want, please give us more. We want more.
Follow us and retweet us. Hey, you know what? Later on in this episode, we're going to have a secret word, right? Secret phrase, really.
Yeah, we did announce that.
And if you direct message the the Redvolution Rampage Twitter with this phrase, and you retweet, follow, and like the posting of this episode,
whichever one it is, we usually post like one or two links, something like that.
The main link to this episode, you may win one of the awesome Redvolution Rampage pucks that we have up as a giveaway. So, keep listening.
It is so close, and we know you guys want them. We've seen the people.
They look amazing.
It back to us.
You just take my word for it. They look amazing. I'm keeping one. I'm just letting you guys know. It's gonna go up on my wall of pucks.
Yeah, he hoards all of our merch.
I do. I'm a hoarder. Anyway, but okay. So we're really excited, right, about this team.
Yeah.
Because everyone we were hoping to produce is producing. I mean, nothing's really going, there's no surprises, and there's no letdowns so far.
Well, there is actually one very good surprise that I'm looking at is one thing that we struggled with year after year after year is penalties. We could not score on a power play.
You're talking about special teams, and our special teams has been killing it on
They've
both
been
sides
great.
of the puck. Because, I mean, how many power play goals have we scored?
I believe it's now 4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah. I mean, our penalty, I think we lead the league in penalty scoring on penalty power play. And then we're also killing it on killing of the power play and penalty kill.
Kill it dead.
We've suffered on special teams. Now we're killing it.
We need to in this division. I mean, we have the defending Stanley Cup champions. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are still good. And then we have various other teams that are still rebuilding, but the only Achilles heel for years has been
only
that.
Two teams in the division are rebuilding are really, if you want to call it, the Islanders and Rangers. I mean,
we're still a very dangerous division, and in order to stay alive in that, we have to have good goaltending, we have to be able to score, and we need to take advantage of special teams, whether it's killing the penalty or scoring on the power play. Those are 3 things we need, and right now it's producing, and that's why I'm
after all of this, we're still flying under the radar.
We still are. Even our third jerseys are flying under the radar, and I don't know how that's happening.
Our third jerseys are straight fire, folks, and if you do not have one, what are you doing? Go get one.
Go get one. We're still waiting on ours because we're customizing them, though, but we're still waiting. We got them.
Yeah. I'll pick mine up probably next Sunday. Probably.
They'll be here. They will be here. We have them. We have our stick ready. We got our flag. Everything's good to go.
So, all right. So, everyone that we wanted to produce has produced, and then we also had some surprises. Like, let's talk about Martinook's shorty.
Oh, you mean ESPN Top 10 shorty?
Yes, that one. The only real coverage we've gotten, even though we've scored 15 goals in 3 games.
Jordy gets a shorty. And no, I'm not talking about Jordan Stahl. We got 2 now. We have 2 Jordys that can actually score shorthanded. And that's going to be a huge thing going forward. But that goal by Jordan Martinook was a thing of beauty.
It was 100% focus is what it was. Because any other player would have been like, all right, whatever. We're on the penalty kill. We need to get back. But he kept his eye on the puck the whole time. Warmfogle brought that puck back into the zone. Kept it in the zone, really. He didn't bring it back. He kept it in the zone. Fed it to him. that first shot came off the pads of Washington's goalie, who was,
I think it was still Holtby at the
it
time.
was still Holtby at the time, and then Holtby couldn't corral it. So Martinook took it around Holtby all the way around to tuck it into the net, and it was beautiful. It was a great time killer, and we were putting points on the board.
It gave me a flashback to a much simpler time back in 2000 and I believe it was 6.
Late 2006. It was late 2005.
No, it was 2006 when Rob Brindamore maybe stole a puck and scored the game-winning goal in the first game of the Stanley Cup Final. But it was very similar, and I was ecstatic. If you haven't saw, I was at the game.
Yeah, the man was definitely rubbing off his talent on this team because everything that he's been great at is what this team's currently great at.
Yeah, and we got a good upside from him. We traded Marcus Kruger for him. I think we got the best of that trade.
Yeah, because Marcus Kruger was playing in the AHL for most of the end of last year.
Yep, but we're not
him.
gonna blame him. We're not gonna blame him. He was getting up there in age. He was still playing well. He was just not scoring, and he
was more of a liability, really, if you think about it. I mean, we've cleaned up our lineup so much. Really, it's really hard to see how we're in this lineup. But we talked last episode about who we would like on the the top tier. Now we've seen Aho and Teravainen have this special connection. Do we put Zykov with them? Aho, Teravainen, and Zykov is that first line with Aho in the center position. I mean,
and then what do you do with people like Brock McGinn and then Fogle, who has been destroying things?
I mean,
do you send them down? Do you keep them? It's
all
all
at
a big
this point.
decision.
You can put them. I think you can have 4 awesome lines. There's no rule in the books that says line 3 and 4 have to be terrible people.
And that's one thing Brindamore has stated in the past, that he wants 4 lines. He doesn't want 1. He doesn't want 2 just to go all the time. He wants 4 solid lines.
And that keeps the opponents on edge the whole time because there's no time to let up. There's no, it's freaking Marcus Kruger and Derek Ryan and some other dude on there. And I guess we can at least Stepniak are up on the ice. I guess we can rest our good guys right now.
Yeah, now it's more along the line seeing, oh God, who do you put on that 4th line? We have so many players that right now
now, who do we send down? It's like
we currently
have the dilemma of
the Canes currently have 39 players on their roster. We have to get it down to, I believe, 23, 25, something like that. So we got to get rid of 14 to 17 players to send down to the Charlotte Checkers training camp.
I think it's like 25 if you count the goalies. Because you have to have, let's see here, 13 forward skaters, 13, 14 forward skaters, and then 7 to 8 defensemen, and then you're looking at your
and that's counting healthy scratches too.
Right. Those are counting your healthy scratches. So say 7 to 13, that makes it 20 with your 2 goalies, 22. I think 22 is the number.
Yeah, but that's going to be the big issue right now. We've already got rid of 8. Now it's the matter of who's next, and
it doesn't matter who's next. When whoever goes down to Charlotte, they're going to kill down there as well.
Oh, the Checkers are going to be amazing, just like they did last year. They came so close to making the Calder Cup.
Yeah, I think they're really going to go for it this year. Doesn't matter who's going to be down there, just because of the talent and basically, there's going to be a lot of players who really, in all honesty, in a terrible NHL team would make it. But looking at the people we have now, the team's going to be so good because there isn't going to be any space on the NHL team.
There indeed is going to be very, very limited space, and it's going to be more along the lines of who does Rod like more? And that's going to be a big question. And right now,
I don't think Rod Brindamore is really playing the whole who likes who more. I think Rod Brindamore is playing along the lines of
who's
harder. Fitting into the style more. And if you're not, then you're going to go down and you're going to learn in that style, and then you're going to come up. And if not, then you're going to go play for some other team.
True. And personally, right now, I believe Zykov out of the AHLers. Zykov stays.
Well, Zykov has to stay. He doesn't. His contract's the one way.
Zykov stays. Walmart, if he's not a healthy scratch, like he's a borderline.
I think Walmart deserves to stay and center that fourth line.
I see what you're saying there.
Walmart deserves to stay and center that fourth line because he's not terrible by any means. He's actually very good. And I think he's going to center that fourth line. And if truly Brandon Moore is going to play almost all the lines, kind of would maybe like kind of divide the time, not equally, but less spread out than it was before.
Yeah,
Walmart's going to see more ice time, and he's that's only going to make him better.
It really is going to make him better. And then it's a matter of who do they pair him with. Martinook, I believe, should be a 3-4 line person.
I think he's going to be Walmart, Martinook, and PDG with
Phil Giuseppe. He has
and
a new fire.
I think Manolinen might also be your healthy scratch.
It's going to be interesting for the next few days.
I think our only true concern really is with the amount of scoring coming off of the power play, is our 5-on-5 in danger.
Yeah, that's one thing that will have bitten us in the past. Like not last year.
I think we've been actually really good. Last year we were really good on the 5-on-5.
Last year we were good on 5-on-5. The year before was the one where we could not score on 5-on-5, but we could score everything on the power play. It seems like we keep flip-flopping.
The question is, are we flip-flopping again, or are we now the best of both worlds?
I really hope it's the best of both worlds, and I'm not quoting any songs there.
All right, there, Miley Cyrus. Anyways, so I think it's time for our secret phrase here.
Oh,
indeed. And here it is. The secret phrase is
Jordy with a shorty.
That's right. Jordy with the shorty is the secret phrase. And if you DM this, the first person to DM this to us and likes and retweets and follows Redvolution Rampage tweet will win one of our brand new Redvolution Rampage pucks. And once you DM us, when we select you as a winner, we'll just send us your address or where you want it shipped to, and we'll do that. Anyways.
Yeah, but Scott Darling is my goalie.
Scott Darling is all our goalies because that man made it his mission to get better at. And I've said this 1.5 million times. He's going to be much better this year. He's going to go back to his form and earned him that 4-year contract.
It's going to be fun. October 4th, everybody. You got to be there.
It's right around the corner. I am excited to take on the Islanders and really just utterly destroy them because they're the Islanders and they deserve to be destroyed.
Very, very true. Oh, and before we forget, thank you to all of our friends that found us at the Hurricanes 5K.
Yes. A lot of you guys came out, and I handed out a bunch of stickers. Zach handed out a bunch of stickers.
We all had a bunch of stickers. We had our flag out. We got to talk to a bunch of you. We got to have Brendan Moore sign the flag stick.
Yes, Coach did sign the stick, and that makes the stick a lot more valuable. And I swear, if anyone tries to steal that stick from me, I might punch you or something.
We are thankful for all that happening. We're trying to attend more stuff in the area. We're going to go to a lot of games, or trying to. I got season tickets now, so I'm going to be there.
If you do see us at the games and stuff, come say hi. Tell us your opinion. I think there's a lot of different things that people have really been kind of concerned about and stuff that they want to know, right? How much do we know? And I sit down, I do my research. Zach kind of, he's our man inside.
I am the man inside. I do work at PNC Arena, but there are limits to things that I'm allowed to say for various reasons, so I don't lose my job. But I do try to keep you guys informed.
But it's not only that. He knows and understands a little bit more of, he goes to the trainings, the sessions like that, so he knows a little bit more about that. We got to ask on Reddit, like, why should we care about you, right? Why should we listen to you guys? And this is why. I write for Puck Pros now. I used to write for Cardiac Cane. Now I write for Puck Pros. I'm an analytical guy. I go deep into numbers, and I'll give you guys the raw numbers and then tell you why it matters.
And about half the time, the rest of those things come from me and Kyle, so we'll help him out.
I need the help.
Well, it really is. This podcast is a group collaboration. You, me, Kyle.
Yeah, and I think if you guys have any questions on Twitter, you can shoot us questions. Like you want to know any information, or you want to take our opinion on stuff.
Yeah, just shoot us the question, Ask Rampage, hashtag Ask Rampage on Twitter, Instagram, anything that you follow us on. We'll try to include that in the next episode. What do you want to know? I'm not analytical. I'm more of a passionate guy. You're the analytics.
I am the analytical guy, and a lot of people mistake me for the passionate guy because I get excited about the information and the analytics of stuff.
Yeah, I'm the passionate guy. I'm the one who's been here since day one.
For me, and don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan. So for me, it's always been about the numbers. And I'm telling you right now, from what I've seen in the preseason so far, yes, it's preseason. Yes, I guess these games don't matter, right? But here's the thing. When the games that when we should have been destroyed, we destroyed. And the games that when we should have destroyed, we destroyed. The meaning is that we did what we couldn't do, and we also did what we should have done. And that between those two games, those back-to-back games against Tampa, that was all the information I needed to know that this team has what it takes to push into the playoffs and maybe a little bit more. I think right now the goal really is just make the playoffs, but I think we should definitely go deeper than that.
Oh, you think? Adam Gold on Twitter has already said Stanley Cup champions.
Well, I'm not worried about Adam Gold right now. I'm worried about the team, right? And I think, no offense, Adam, but I think that we're going to roll deep just because of tenacity, just because of how there's grit, and how because it's this team, if you watch the plays, veterans get frustrated because they're not given the space to do what they wanted to do. Last year, there was a lot of space given to players who played against us. But this year, the space is down to nothing. Just when you think they have open eyes, they're immediately ganged up upon. And even if they're not, you got smart people like Slavin really getting in the way of the pucks. I mean, last year he was great at that. This year he's going to continue doing that. And there's no really real chances. Our goaltenders are snappier to the puck. Scott Darling is snappier to the puck. Everything that what used to be seconds is now milliseconds, right? What used to be meters is now inches. It's all coming down to those numbers, and those numbers are moving into the positive realms of where we should be.
And those numbers, do not lie, they add up very quickly. Football is sometimes called the game of inches. Hockey is the game of milliseconds, because a millisecond can determine whether it's a goal, whether the pass is stolen, where you can make a save. Everything is decided very, very quickly in hockey, and that's sometimes a underrated statement. And with these guys, they're flying around, they're being physical, they're jamming you into the board, which is something every fan wants to see, and is something we've been missing.
And really, as I was watching these games, I kept an eye on, where defense was while the offense was in their thing. And defense were always in the right spot. Justin Falk, more often than not, ended up in the right spot. And then it sounds like, he should be there. That's his job. But the thing is, last year he wasn't. And that suffered. Last year he was caught out of position more often than not. I haven't seen him out of position yet this season.
And that's a testament to the coaching staff. They have done a fantastic job so far. I love the assistance that Rob Brindamore brought in. He brought back Jeff Daniels. My boy, I have always loved Jeff Daniels. He finally came back. And these two, Rob Brindamore and Jeff Daniels, Brindamore was a player, Daniels a coach. When they won the Stanley Cup, these two together on the same bench, I'm going to love it.
I think we're all going to love it. I think there's going to be a lot more brought in. I'm excited. Jack's excited. Everyone's really excited for this team. And I think that this excitement is put in the right spot. I think we're not really setting ourselves up for disappointment again. I think we actually are, for once in the last decade, ready to go back into the playoffs. Anyways,
but literally, this building should be rocking almost every game this year.
What's funny is I saw the conversation on Twitter talking about, with the amount of goal scoring we're doing, perhaps we should choose a second goal song because we don't want to get tired of the first one.
Oh, what? Play Brass Bonanza? No, that should be like a one or two time.
Whoa! We didn't need that.
Uh-huh.
No need that. Bring that into the house. This isn't Connecticut.
They're trying.
I mean,
They got close. They actually did get close.
Yeah, because they jumped on and freaking tried to hack, not really hack, but alter the votes. But let's be honest here, we don't want Brass Bonanza. Brass Bonanza is great for
One or two times.
yeah, just kind of rile some people up and then okay, good, but not as a official statement of a goal scorer. I think there needs to be maybe split it, right? Maybe have a second song and then go like if offense scores, play this song. If defense scores, play this song. If the goalie scores, then play them both at once because that was freaking amazing.
If that does happen, we just need to throw confetti or something because that is an amazing thing.
How about this? If the goalie scores, they get to choose the song.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Just why not that? Why don't we do that? That's just brought up to me. Like baseball allows players to choose their walk-up song, right? And some of them even let them choose their home run music and stuff. Why not allow players to choose their own song instead of having this thing? Why not just keep this? Oh, Dougie Hamilton scored. Pressing the Dougie music. Oh,
we all know what song he would choose.
Yeah, it's probably something about beer. Oh no, wait, that's Calvin the Han.
Bring on the Psycho Stick.
No, why not? That's an option, right?
It really is, and I mean, the only reason I can think of is maybe it's a copyright issue, but I'm not really sure.
I mean, you give them a choice. I mean, the Durham Bulls allows freaking Game of Thrones to be a walk-up music.
Yeah, that is true, and I mean, if you're the Durham Bulls, you've been winning for how many years now? You kind of deserve to be Game of Thrones. You're ruling the place.
So, you guys let us know. What do you guys think? Do you rather have the players choose a song, maybe a couple different songs, offense, defense, or just stick to one song? Because why are we doing more than one? Why are you making this complicated? What do you think?
Can be only one.
The song must be like the Highlander.
Long live the Highlander.
Just play the Highlander on repeat.
Well, I think that's going to be about enough for today.
Yeah, I think we've broken down these three games pretty well. I mean, the games really their scores stand to speak for themselves.
And we still got a few more.
Yeah, we're only halfway through the preseason as of right now. So we got one more home game, and that's the Carnival game. That's the Caniac Carnival. Yeah, that's Sunday free day.
And then I believe we have one on this Thursday.
But it's not a home game.
No, I believe it's away at Washington.
Yeah, we got away at Nashville. I think on Thursday maybe. Or Friday? I know we got three games. I think one of them is against Washington, one of them is against Nashville because we're splitting those games. So, and then Nashville's going to come to us, the Trashville Prey. That's right. Screw you, Nashville.
And we still like PK. We still like PK.
I like PK. I mean, his play on the ice is kind of, but as a human being, he's awesome.
Yeah, that's entirely true. But make sure you follow us. Continue the conversation on Twitter, Instagram, anything you follow us on. We will, in all essence, get back to you almost immediately.
Yeah, we don't really waste time. But yeah, let us know what you think. We value your opinion. Maybe not as highly as I value my own opinion, but
Wow, such narcissism.
Hey, at least I'm honest about it.
True. Well, for the time being, we will be back as soon as you know it. My name's Zach.
I'm Omar, and you are listening to Redvolution Rampage.